Check, 1, 2, check. All right, still alive. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Calgary, Alberta, the site of the 2021 Canadian Ball Hockey Association Men's and Women's A and the Men's Masters National Championships. Glad to have you along. My name is George Scott. Camera person this morning, Jace Clisdale, working with us. We've had a number of great people helping out with the camera throughout the week. This is it. The preliminaries are all over. Today is Elimination Friday. Every game today is a win or go home situation. We've got semifinals and quarterfinals to play. Tomorrow will be all the medal games. 5 games on our webcast schedule for you today. We're going to start with the women's semifinal. We've got Calgary United to take on the BC Selects. These two teams met earlier in the week, and BC Selects won that one fairly easily. We'll see what happens when they two meet here in the semifinal. I'm told that Calgary has been playing better throughout the week. Their other games have been at the Murray Copot Arena. I haven't had a chance to see them, but we'll see if they've improved as the week has gone on. This BC Selects team looking very strong. Just waiting for the national anthem, then we will get underway in the first of our 5 games today. We'll get you the rest of the schedule as we move along. All right, first faux pas of the morning. Had the team's reverser. Calgary United defeated BC handily in the preliminary round by a score of 3-0, and I'm told that BC have been getting a little stronger as the tournament's gone on. All right. Again, it is a semifinal. So the winner will move on to the gold medal game tomorrow. The loser will play in the bronze medal game tomorrow. Okay, and here we go. BC in the blue and the white trim. Calgary United, predominantly white, the black shorts. Right away, it is chipped in, flooring waved off. Playing it back there for BC was the goaltender, Juliana Thompson. Comes to the side of the goal, and Thompson's going to hold on to it. Calgary United 2-1 during the preliminary round. BC Selects 0-3. Out at center, it'll be kept in by Calgary. Michelle Mars played it in, comes back to Mars. Mars with the first hard shot. Good save by Thompson. Rebound is there. Thompson makes a save on that as well. Michelle Mars getting involved in the offense early for Calgary. We have talked about Mars extensively in the past. We'll redo the face-off. The only loss for Calgary in this tournament was to the Ottawa Capitals, 2-0 earlier in the preliminary round. They are looking to get into the gold medal game. Flipped out down the floor. Running back to get it is McLean. Couldn't get there in time. It'll be a flooring call against BC. Very early in this one. Just a minute 14 in. Emily Berzins to take the face-off against Chelsea Wilson. Berzins won it, comes out at center. Kept onside by Calgary. Off the glass, knocked down McLean. McLean on her backhand over to the right side. Lays it all the way back to center. Heather Berzins back into McLean. That shot was stopped by Thompson. Wrist shot, another blocker save by Thompson. If BC is going to pull off the upset, Thompson's going to have to be very good. She's been busy early, and she has been good. Here's another chance. Shot by Fisher, another save by Thompson. In goal for Calgary down at the other end, by the way, is Delaney Bryan. Stelman couldn't backhand it out. Ball goes into the corner. On it there first is Reagan Fisher. Fisher back to McLean. Comes out at center. It'll be kept in. It was Schroeder playing it into the corner. Hopped over the stick of Fisher. Players go to the boards hard. Ball comes out. Hustling after it is Sylvia Traversa. Traversa in behind the goal, trying to get it out in front. It bounces through the crease. Cleared away by Calgary. They'll get it out to center. Waiting for it there. It's Fisher, a little bit behind her teammate Amanda Chan. Chan picks it up, brings it in onside. Chan down in the corner. Mars back at the point. Long shot. Knocked down in the slot area. Cleared away to the boards. Well, that will be a flooring call against BC, as Sydney Langston didn't quite get to center before clearing it in. Exactly 3 minutes gone here in the opening period. Number of good chances already for Calgary. Nothing yet for BC. Calgary with control of it. Reeve trying to hold it in. She does good work. It's cleared in and cleared to the corner by Delaney Bryan. Reeve knocked off her stick into the corner, comes up along the boards. Don Tuck looking for it there. Comes back to the point. Toth able to hold it in. Backhands it in along the boards. Taken there. out towards center. Still into the offensive zone. Tuck has got it. Tuck, long shot. Ball went up in the air. Tuck bats it out of the air. Played by a high stick, but back to get it first, Carly Reeve, so no whistle. So it was touched by Don Tuck of BC with the high stick. Goes down the floor. Thompson will hold on to it. Nobody near as Calgary was changing, so she'll play it. Hatch intercepted that pass, but doesn't get it deep. Toth couldn't hold it in over the red line. Calgary off the boards, turning to pick it up is Berzins. Jessica Holt couldn't move on it. Ball goes down into the corner. Players battling in there. Working hard along the boards is Kelty Apperson. Finally, she lost it. BC get to it. That'll go down the floor, and it looks like that'll get over the red line. Let's see. Will it just barely before the players get there? And that will be a flooring call once again against BC. As I said, this is the first of 5 games we will have for you on our webcast schedule today. We'll get the rest of the games to you shortly. We'll do another game at noon, and then there'll be a break. We'll start up again at 6 o'clock, and we'll have 3 games for you starting at 6 o'clock this evening, local time here in Calgary. Offside against BC. They clear the zone. Up through the middle. Up over the stick of Coos. Traversa. Back to Kristen Coos. Coos. Long shot in. Right on goal. Handled easily by Bryan. Heather Berzins. Long pass up ahead. Right onto the stick of Sharp. Coming through the middle was Fisher. She has it poked away, and once again, though, mistake by BC. Before getting to center, it's dumped in. And it will be another flooring call against the BC Selects. Face-off win by Calgary. Schroeder goes wide of the goal. On it first was Karpenko. Karpenko in the corner. Works it up along the boards into the slot area. Shot by Dunlop, went off a leg. Back into that near corner once again. Schroeder. This time it's taken by BC, trying to get it out. Back of the point, it's Thorpe. Thorpe with a shot, that deflects wide. Knocked down by Langston. Langston able to hold it in. Now she loses it. Shot. Thompson with the save as Apperson came down the left side. .13:02 left to go in the first. No score. Women's semifinal. Women's gold medal game will be played 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon here at Huntington Hills. One of these 2 teams will be there. Berzins off the boards. Played in by Mars. Emily Berzins off the boards. Holding it in was Heather Berzins. Traversa got it back to Lemieux. Lemieux no further than the blue line. All right, it's Clark, number 11. Emily Berzins, weak shot, well wide of the goal. Thompson got a stick on it, played it to the corner anyway, kept in by Sharp. Not out. Michelle Mars, a shot off the stick of the BC player and up into the ceiling. Amanda Chan got to it first down in the corner. Pokes it in around behind the goal. Comes back to the boards. On it over there is Reagan Fisher. Fisher along the boards. Circling, getting into the center of the floor. Turns, gets it on her forehand. A shot, and Thompson once again with the save. Juliana Thompson continues to be busy in the goal for BC. Bouncing ball, will it get to the goal line? Trying to get to it was Emily Jude, but she couldn't catch up to it. Now a word from Napper. Calgary on it down in the corner. It's fed out towards the front of the goal, taken away. Fisher pushed outside the center line. Carly Reeve. It's in. They get it onside. Good work over there by Amanda Chan. Comes out again. They'll have to regain the zone. They do easily. Fisher down to Sharp. That's taken away. Back comes Stelben. Stelben for BC. She'll just clear it in and head to the bench as BC gets a line change in. Right up at the blue line. Dunlop knocked it down but didn't know where it was. Here's Dunlop again. Into Karpenko. Karpenko with a shot. Blocker save made by Thompson. Giveaway up at the blue line. You gotta be careful with those passes up through the middle. McBride behind the goal for Calgary. McBride back to McLean. McLean gets to the blue line, cuts inside, gets a shot away. Another save by Thompson. Wraparound attempt. Save. Net has become dislodged. Juliana Thompson doing everything she can to give her team a chance, but at some point BC is going to have to generate some offense. So far, really nothing. It's been all Calgary. Coos to Tuck, and they'll bring it out. Wilson's in over the blue line. Wilson with a bit of room. Maybe could have taken it in a little deeper. Ball is still loose in the crease. BC player knocked down. And the official out at center has got it. He'll call a penalty. This will go against Calgary. 2 minutes interference. Player knocked down, did not have the ball. Maybe a chance here. for BC to get their offense rolling a little bit. Tuck, Emily Jude, Kristen Coos, Melanie Zhu. Melanie Zhu has it. Back to Coos. Coos, multiple time a member of Canada's national team. Originally from Newfoundland, as is Don Tulk. Same resume. Both playing for BC in this tournament. Off of Apperson. Moore does a good job to come out and play it. Here's Tulk. Back to Coos. Minute 24 to go in the power play for BC. It's stopped at center. And Calgary will bring it back in. Dumped in by Holt. Coos back to get it. No possession yet for BC on this power play inside the Calgary zone. And that's not going to help. Flooring call against BC as they tried to hit Tulk up at the blue line. Shailene Clark. Shot. Ooh, good glove save by Laney Bryan. Looked like there was a little bit of room on the short side. That's their best scoring chance of the game. Bryan was tested and passed the test. Traversa. Back to Toth. Toth shoots. That just went wide. Rebound taken by Calgary. And Margot Sharp will clear it down the floor. Just 10 seconds to go in the power play. One good scoring chance. That by Shailene Clark. Karapenko. Penalties over. That shot just went wide. And she fed it in front to McBride. Calgary go right back to work. Now their penalty is over. Off the boards by Dunlop. Into the middle. Kept in. Good play there by Carly Reeve. Toth. Still not out. Finally it comes out over the red line. Prue couldn't catch up to it. Karapenko will backhand it in. Toth back to get it. Toth, rather. Left it for Ayerst. Calgary intercept that. Get it right in front of the goal. Off the stick of Chan. Chan's got it back. Chan trying to get a shot away. Coming in, trying to get to the rebound. And getting a shot on goal. Another save made by Thompson. That was Reagan Fisher with a couple of chances right in front of the BC goaltender. Urbanek doesn't get it out. Mars with a long shot. That goes wide. Chan was reaching for it. It was taken away by Ayerst. Toth can't get it out. Urbanek, she can't get it out. Sharp has it. Right in front. Shot save made by Thompson. Players go to the boards. Comes back to the point. Here's Mars. Can't shoot it. And along the boards. Fisher, cross floor, shot, save made by Thompson. Ball's in behind the goal. It's poked free. BC get to it, can't get it out. Kept in by Mars. Mars with a shot, it's redirected over the top of the goal. Ball goes up into the mesh. Face-off will be in the BC end. 5:44 to go here, first period. Still no score. One good scoring chance for BC, multiple scoring chances for Calgary, but still zeros on the board. Emily Berzins will take the faceoff for Calgary. She wins it cleanly. Back to McLean. McLean shot. That's tipped over the top of the goal by Berzins. So they'll bring the faceoff, I believe, outside the blue line. It looked like it was tipped by Berzins, and indeed that will be the call. Another faceoff win for Calgary, brought in by Heather Berzins, working down into the corner against Thorpe. Comes out and taken away by BC. Langston to the side, comes here on the near side for Stelben. She couldn't handle that pass off the boards. And out comes Apperson. Apperson cutting in, splits the defense. Swept away by Thompson. Mars. They're looking for Dunlop. Dunlop in the corner, turning. Works it up along the boards and then cycles it back down low again to Holt. Holt into the crease, cleared to the boards. Mars. Long shot by Reeve, handled by Thompson. Ball goes in behind the goal. Langston. Kept in by Mars. Mars off the boards to herself, keeps on going. Mars still with it. Michelle Mars. Cleared away from the front of the goal, back into the corner. Tulk can't get it out. It's kept in by Calgary. Emily Jude. She'll just relieve the pressure by clearing it down the floor. We'll get another face-off back in the BC end. We will be right back. We've got 3:50 to go in the first. Schroeder's shot goes off the end boards, comes through the side of the goal. BC will move it out. Up through the middle comes Shailene Clark. Clark in over the blue line. Clark with a shot. Save made by Bryan. Easy one. She read that. There was nobody in front for BC, so she could just key on the shooter. Clark shot taken right in the midsection. No rebound. Sharp off the boards. Trying to catch up to it as Herself go right down to the goaltender Thompson, and she will have to cover it up as Heather Berzins was right there. Fisher to face off against Wilson. From the face-off, the ball goes to the boards. Players pile in there. Referee saying move it. They do. Hayhurst off the boards and out. Heather Berzins back in her own end. Watched by Wilson. Wilson decides to go in, stole it. Tried to get it out in front for Prue. Berzin stays with it. Back at the point now. Toth. Her long shot drifts wide and is knocked down. Calgary will bring it out. 3 across. Pass a little bit too far for Fisher. Ayers back to Toth. Toth off the boards, reading that perfectly was Emily Berzins. Intercepted it, comes out in front, and Chan with the chance on the redirect. Thompson makes the save. Backhand went right through the crease. Calgary on it again. That pass, a little bit off the mark. Mars goes over, slides, keeps it in. Jude can't get it out. Back in behind the goal it goes. Don Tulk behind her own goal. Up through the middle, right on the stick of Steblin. Steblin ran into Michelle Mars. Couldn't go and get it. Gets past Thorpe. Thorpe has to go back in her own corner. In behind the goal to Langston. Mars hustling down to get it. The ball goes down deep into Calgary territory. So we've got a minute and a half to go here in the first. Still waiting for our first goal. Picked off at the blue line. Brought in. Shot by Jude. Rebound is there. Traversa knocked it down but couldn't get a stick on it. Coos, Kristen Coos, she'll shoot it from well out. That goes in wide of the goal. McLean off the boards again. BC holding it in. This is their best shift of the game. Here's Traversa in the high slot, back at the point. Jude with a shot that drifts in wide, comes off the end boards, goes over to the side. Dunlop will pick it up in the corner. She is met there by Clark. Clark is knocked down. It's going to be a penalty coming up to Calgary as Clark was knocked down in the corner. Still a delay penalty. Jude cross to Coos. Coos with a shot. Save is made by Bryan and touched up. And BC, their hard work earns them a power play. So we are into the final minute of the first period. By far their best shift of the game. And as I say, they get rewarded by getting a power play. Face-off win. Coos with a shot. That one off a leg into the near corner. On it first, Fisher. Coos intercepted that clearing attempt. Coos will bring it back to Jude. Jude at the blue line. She'll wind up, shoot it. Goes over the top of the goal. Rebound was there, put just wide. Coming off the boards, Traversa put it wide. She was looking short side. Finally, Calgary able to get it out. Good work by Sharp. Just 5 seconds to go in the period. Don't know if there's going to be time for BC to do anything. Coos puts it towards goal. Bouncing ball. Save made by Bryan. Period comes to an end. Minute 20 left to go in the power play for BC. When we come back to start the second, 0-0 after 20 minutes of play. We have got a 0-0 tie after 20 minutes in this women's semifinal for the National Women's A Championship. Minute 19 left to go in the power play for BC as we start this second. Calgary certainly held the advantage through most of that period. It was in the last shift of the period that BC had their best effort and drew a penalty against Calgary. That's why they are now on the power play. Jude. Pass was off the mark, shot back in. Long pass up the blue line, taken by Tulk. And it knocked off her stick. Now they'll go to work on the power play. BC. Coos. Down for Tulk. Tulk. Up at center. Having trouble with that is Melanie Zhu. She'll not be able to hold it in. Oh, and Zhu hit the boards hard right down below us. And that draws attention from just about everybody. So whistle goes. She was diving over to try and keep the ball inside the center red line. And she went crashing into the boards. She gets up and seems to be okay. Well, that was a scary moment. You could hear the crash as it happened right below us. As you hit the boards, but she's making her way a little slowly, but on her own steam to the players' bench. 34 seconds to go in the power play. Calgary won the game between these two teams in the preliminary round 3-0 and really dominated that game. They dominated the first 15 minutes of this one as well, but we are still tied. Just 20 seconds to go in the power play. Couldn't get it in over the blue line. Dumped down the floor, and that will effectively kill the rest of this power play. Hey, penalties over. We're back to 5-on-5. And jumping out, picking it off. Getting the ball over to Karpenko. Karpenko's high shot is handled by Thompson. Thompson has been busy. Thompson's been very good. That was Dunlop who picked off the pass at center and made the pass over to Karpenko. They will stay out there. Along with McBride on the left side. Traversa gets to it, tips it out for BC. Clark running hard. She is fast. Getting back there first, though, was Heather Berzins. Clark, I think, has been the best player for BC so far in this game. That's kept in. Clark couldn't get away there. Apperson. Apperson in and over the blue line. She's got Dunlop with her. Tries to get it to Dunlop. One off her stick wide. Dunlop has it in the corner. Cycles it back down low for Apperson. Clark is all over her. Apperson work it up along the boards. Turning inside the blue line. Drops it back to Michelle Mars. Mars swings it over to the other side. Dumped in by Schroeder. Save made by Thompson. Cleared away by BC, but that'll go all the way down the floor. We'll get a flooring call against the BC Selects. Right from the face-off shot, scores! Here's the face-off. Just from the high slot, turning. Not a difficult shot, but it caught the goaltender moving the wrong way. And it is 1-0. So the home side strikes first. They've had chances aplenty. Finally make good on one. They'll bring it in over the blue line again. Calgary with it. Knocked down at center by Ayerst. In over the blue line, puts it in wide of the goal. Waiting for it over there is Emily Jude. Backhands it behind the goal. Stelben on it for BC. Tried to get it out in front. Good job by Delaney Bryan to get the goal stick down and keep that pass from getting out in front of the goal. Dunlop twisting and turning. Gets it ahead to Fisher. Coos back to get it. Coos, that pass was missed, and jumping on it was McBride. Calgary get it back down deep again. Coos has got it. Coos tied up behind the goal. It comes in front. Right on the goal line, the whistle goes. Almost got between the feet of the goaltender. Thompson, she kept it out. Hard shot wide of the goal. Calgary with it up at center. Comes in front, backhand shot. Chipped over the top of the goal. Chance for Lemieux of BC. We'll get a whistle. The face-off will come back down into the BC end. .53 to go in regulation time. Just the one goal in this one. That hits the ceiling. That's onside at the blue line. Calgary bring it in. Shot one off a leg. They'll pass it back at the point. Myers winds up, rips it. It's deflected in front by Holt. It goes wide. into the corner. Berzins. Prue is there for BC, chips it off the boards. They can't get it out. It'll be kept in here on the near side by Mars. Mars having a look around. Puts it in around behind the goal. It comes to the side of the goal, and Thompson will cover it up there. And Thompson down in the goal needs to make an adjustment. One of her pads. The referee hasn't seen it. Now he does. Waits. He's getting ready to drop the ball, and Thompson was still fiddling with the straps on the pads. Did notice it at the last second and delayed. Sharp coming in off the boards. He's blocked by Jude. Stays in front of the goal. They'll come back here at the point. Heather Berzins. They throw it around, and that just failed to connect. Sharp back at the point. McLean. Working along the half wall. Down low. As Calgary begin to take charge here on this shift. McLean, that shot didn't get through. Stelben blocked it, didn't know where it was. Another shot blocked right in front. BC get it, and well, there won't be a flooring as it goes right on the goaltender, Bryan. Tried to catch BC in a change by moving the ball up the floor quickly. BC got out there, but it is dumped in deep. Fisher cleared it in and then heads to the bench. Off the boards, picked off by Calgary. They'll keep it down in deep. In front for Dunlop. Dunlop, pass was in her feet. Thorpe will take it behind the goal. Thorpe working it up along the boards. It's kept in. Karpenko gets it behind the goal. Langston back there first for BC. Dunlop is on her right away. Langston will take it behind the goal. Langston gets rid of it down the middle. Breakaway pass. Traverser trying to get to it. Wasn't touched at center, so that will be flooring. Boy, that just missed by inches. Traverser being able to knock that one down and getting a breakaway chance. Instead, the faceoff will be back in the BC end. Prue up through the middle. That again misses everybody's. They look for the quick breakout, and another flooring call against BC. BC selects hanging in there right now, down by just one, despite having been outplayed by a pretty wide margin. Anxious moments for Calgary, all their work, and just the one goal advantage right now. That shot goes into the corner, had everybody ducking in front of the goal. Ayers, Christie. They get it out over the center red line. Christie gets it. Can't advance it as Calgary come up with it. Apperson down the right side along the boards. She gets hit. That's going to be a penalty to Ahurst. Instead of just running alongside the Calgary player, you could see from our angle here, just ducked the shoulder in, gave her a bump along the boards. That'll be an interference call. Great opportunity here for Calgary as they go on the power play. A second goal would be huge. Right now, just 1-0. BC's got that puncher's chance. One of those breakout passes could work, and this game could be tied. Calgary can add a second one. The task gets a lot tougher. They have not had much offense at BC. Mars decides to just rip it. Knocked down by Clark. They'll come back to Mars. That shot way off the mark. by Reeve. Back to Mars. Over the other side, hit the outside of the net. You could see the net move as the shot came in. Moore moving to her right. Thompson moving to her right. Juliana Moore, that's somebody completely different. This is Juliana Thompson. Apperson, shot goes over the top of the goals. It went off Urbanek. Minute 10 to go in the power play. Fisher down low. She'll get the return pass. Fisher now top of the circle. Ball went past Sharp. Comes back to Fisher. Fisher's got a chance. Winds up. Went off a leg. Back to Mars. Mars with the one-timer. That goes wide. Comes off the end boards. Thompson was sprawled out. Now she gets back up. 45 seconds to go in the power play. Again, Mars' shot was blocked. Mars came out and knocked down Shaylin Clark after she blocked the shot, and that goes undetected. It'll go down to Bryan. Leaves it for Berzins. Cutting into the middle, Karpenko gains the blue line. Karpenko drops it back. Berzins back to Karpenko. Just a couple of seconds left to go in the power play. Berzins with a shot. Blocked by Wilson. Penalty's over. We're back to 5-on-5. Good penalty kill by the BC Selects as Calgary unable to take advantage. Shot comes over the top of the goal. Rebound is here. Thompson keeps it out, and again the net's been moved. Nine and a half to go. 9:29 if you're a real stickler for accuracy. So a big penalty kill by the BC Selects. See if they can build off that. Again, just down by the one goal. Winner of this one will play in the gold medal game 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon here at Huntington Hills. The loser will play in the bronze. They'd both rather be playing for the goal. Tuck just missed it at the blue line. Now she'll go down deep to get it. Threw it into the crease. It was loose for just a second. Stelbin was in there looking for the loose ball, but Bryan covered it up. Pass back, Jude. That's tipped, just went wide. Tuck got a stick on it. Apperson. Nifty little play off the boards, gets it to Holt. Holt will get it out. Back to get it, Coos. Over to Steblin. Steblin to center. Steps around the Calgary player, brings it in deep, gets it out in front for Tuck. Tuck shot. That went off of Kaylin McLean. Nice play by Berzins, off the boards to herself. Gets in deep, shot, good save made by Thompson. Apperson has the rebound. Apperson turns, shoots, that was stopped. Comes back to Apperson, she has her stick lifted. And Steblin gets it out, gets to center, clears it in, she'll head to the bench. Mars back behind her own goal. Forced out by Langston, or Lemieux that is. Clark read that. She has it knocked off her stick, comes right back to Shaylin Clark, and it's deflected up into the Calgary players' bench. Still just the one goal in this game. Ball goes down to Thompson. She'll cover it up. Karpenko unable to get much on that shot. Easy save for the BC goaltender. Under 8 to play in regulation time. Again, covered up by Thompson. Karpenko turning behind the goal. Ball comes free. BC has it. Calgary will hold it in. Chan knocked off her stick. Wilson. Prue running hard to get to the front of the goal. Shot comes off the end boards and off of the goaltender and up and out of play. One goal lead. It's one of those ones where anything can happen. A team that's been playing so well, it's got to be nervous times for Calgary. Said all this work we've done. Face-off win, back at the point. Coos with a shot, blocked up high. Jude's shot was also blocked. Fisher on the left side, watched by Coos. She'll stop up inside the blue line. Throws it right on goal. Thompson gets the paddle of the stick down, then the glove on top of the ball. Right on goal, Thompson's got that. Coming up next, we've got a men's quarterfinal game. The Brampton Midnight Express taking on the Saskatoon Buffalo. That game scheduled for noon. See what happens here. Shot on goal. Thompson with yet another save. Mars. Steblin watching her. Mars turns, backhands it off the boards. It's played out at center. Kept in by BC. Clark shoots. That hit the outside of the goal. Bounces around, comes to the side of the goal. Bryan's got it. Mars is going to pick up a penalty at the end of the play. Clark was going in looking for a rebound, knocked down by Mars, and Mars is going to the penalty box. Huge moment here. Roughing. Calgary's best player gone to the penalty box. Power play for BC. Tulk won the faceoff. Back to Melanie Zhu. Steblin. Back to Zhu. To Coos. Coos is on her backhand. She'll swing around at center. Doesn't shoot it. Zhu. Towards goal. It rattles around. Tuck looking forward. It's loose in the crease. Bryan has got it. Minute 36 to go in the power play. 5:51 to go in regulation time. Talk along the boards. Back at the point for Coos. Coos centers it to Zhu. Her shot rattles off the inboards. Came in front to the side of the goal. It is still loose back there. Rattles around. Brian had it. Didn't control it. Quick whistle by the referee. BC coming oh so close. Good save that time by Delaney Bryan. Ball hit her in the chest protector. She reached up to grab it. Missed it, but the referee blew the whistle as the ball dropped to the floor. This time Calgary win the face-off. Big face-off win. That will allow them to clear it down the floor. Just 1:05 to go in the power play. Coos. Up at the blue line. Tulk will tip it in. Racing in to get it. Wilson. Wilson along the boards. Pass comes back here to Zhu. Shoots. Looking for a deflection in front. It goes into the corner. Tulk is on it. Back at the point for Coos. Coos winding up. Shoots. It's deflected over the top of the goal. And the faceoff will come outside the blue line. Last touched by the BC player. BC were trying to sell it as if it was deflected by Calgary by lining up inside. Referee not buying that. Timeout, BC. They've got 40 seconds to make good on this power play. Try and tie this one up. Under 5 minutes to go. As they take a timeout, we will be right back. Face off outside the blue line, so BC will have to gain the offensive zone once again. They've got 40 seconds to work with. Same power play unit will stay out. They've been effective through the first minute and 20 seconds, but they lose the face-off. Racing up, the shot sharp, save made by Thompson. Back to pick it up is Coos. 30 seconds to go. Kristen Coos. Up to Zhu. Over on the far side, it's brought in onside. This is Shailene Clark. Clark cutting towards the goal. Clark gets it out in front. It's loose in front. It just goes wide. Steblin back at the point. 14 seconds to go. Clark with a chance. Puts it in towards the goal. It just goes wide. Steblin's on it. 5 seconds to go in the power play. Steblin back at the point for Zhu. She'll shoot it right on goal. Bryan with the save. Penalty's over. Mars is out of the penalty box. Play continues. It's cleared down the floor. That will be a flooring call against Calgary. 4:05 to go. What action, BC coming oh so close. What a way to start off Elimination Friday. It's women's semifinal. Calgary win the faceoff. Ball goes into the corner, bounces up in the air, comes to the front of the goal, cleared away. Langston will hold it in. Off the boards. Calgary get to it first. They'll slap it out. Here's a pass. Breakout chance for Bearsons. Bearsons in all alone. Another save by Thompson. Calgary on it as we approach 3.5 to go. Prolonged battle along the boards. They don't seem too interested in moving it. And the referee will blow the whistle. Stop it there with 3:22 to go. Face off in the BC end. Won by the Selects. There on the boards. Christie getting to it first for BC. It's cleared, but not out. Kept in. McBride. Over to Reeve. Reeve with a shot. That redirects to the near boards. Christie on it first. Christie against Karpenko. Clark has it. Clark dumps it in. She'll go to chase, but she's not going to catch up to this. It'll be a flooring call against the BC Selects. Under 3 to play. Karpenko against Wilson. Karpenko wins it, back to Mars. Michelle Mars backing up at center, swings it over to the other side. Reeve. Reeve, long shot in wide of the goal. Calgary on it first and behind the goal. That was Dunlop. Ju does good work to get away. Flips it in the air. Penalty coming up against Calgary. Prue was tripped up as she was going for the ball. Interference call. Carly Reeve gone to the penalty box. So another power play for BC. They were very good on their last one. Had a number of good chances. Now they get another one. This may be their last chance. 2:30 to go. They trail by 1. BC control it from the face-off. Clark gains the zone, stops up just inside the blue line, passes it back to Coos. Coos to Ju. Looking around, can't shoot it, no lane, back to Coos. Coos puts it towards goal, right on goal. They score on the rebound! BC has tied it up. Ju wanted to shoot it, couldn't get a passing lane. Here you see her, can't get it, gives it to Coos. Coos quickly sees an opening. The shot right on goal. There's the save by Bryan. The rebound is there, and Don Tuck has tied it up for British Columbia. All those chances for Calgary. See that one coming back from BC. Here's Clark in over the blue line. Clark to Steblin. It was penalty trouble that allowed BC to get on the board and tie this one up. Back-to-back penalties. They came close on the first, made good on the second. Clark. Clark is knocked in against the boards. Clark slow to get up. It's essentially 5-on-4 right now as Clark is having trouble getting to the bench. Picked off by Ju. Ju is knocked down. It's getting physical out there. Finally, Clark gets to the players' bench and BC able to get the fifth player on. Right in front, they were looking for Apperson. Just unable to reach it. Lemieux lifts it high in there. Bouncing ball. McLean back to get it. Fisher to the blue line. She got it in. Under a minute to play. Sharp off the boards. Sharp backhands it towards the goal. It's loose. They get a couple of whacks at it. Thompson holds it with 35 seconds to go. Big face-off here. Won by Calgary. Mars with a shot that just goes wide. Sharp is on it in the corner. Kuz is on her. Karpenko in to help out. Karpenko threw it right through the crease. Comes here to the near side. Back at the point. Mars with a shot. It's deflected in front. Rattles around and goes into the corner. 15 seconds to go. Sharp in behind the goal. Coming to the other side. Fisher. Nets come loose. Whistle goes. Ten seconds. Apperson against Tulk. Tuck wins the face-off off the boards. It comes out towards center. Just held in. Chip down the floor. That'll go over just as the buzzer goes. We are headed to overtime. All right, here's how overtime works. During the preliminaries, it was just 5 minutes, 4-on-4. If nobody scored, it was a tie. Obviously, that's not going to work in a semifinal game, so here's the overtime format. They will play a maximum of 2 20-minute periods, sudden death, followed by, sudden death, 5-on-5. Then they'll play 10 minutes of 4-on-4 if it's still tied, and if we're tied after all that, the dreaded shootout. So full 20-minute period, 5-on-5. If nobody scores, they'll do it again. Then we'll go to 4-on-4. Then a shootout. What a game to start things off. Just the first of 5. Waiting in the wings, Brampton Midnight Express and the Saskatoon Buffalo. Men's A quarterfinal. Vancouver Falcons and Edmonton BHC both get a bye to the semifinals. So it's Brampton against Saskatoon in one quarter. New Tech versus Edmonton Nighthawks in the other quarterfinal, being played in the other arena, the Murray Copot. And right away, we may run late. No trouble getting this in because there is a break after those two games. This one and the men's quarterfinal next. There's a break until 6 o'clock this evening before we resume. So plenty of time to get these in. At 6 o'clock this evening, we'll move to a Masters semifinal, then the other women's semifinal. And then we'll get to a men's semifinal. Winners of the 2 quarterfinals being played this morning or at noon. This one, the men's quarterfinal, will not start at noon. It is quarter of right now. $11:47 for those who prefer the digital time. Say a quarter of to some people these days. They have no idea what you're talking about. All right, sudden death, women's semifinal. I said it was going to be 5-on-5. It's actually 4-on-4 we will play. And they put 10 minutes up on the board. So everything I just told you that I wrote down from the meeting the other day, throw it out. We're going to play 10 minutes, 4-on-4 right away. Here's Ayerst. Just plays it softly into the Calgary end. Calgary bring it out to center. Holt dumps it in. She'll go to chase. She'll get it herself. Here's Holt. Tried to feed it back to Karpenko. That was picked off by Steblin. Steblin just gets rid of it. Going high in the air to hold it in was Mars. Then she looked up to make the pass and had her pocket picked by Clark. Clark gets in over the blue line. She gets knocked down. Bouncing ball in wide of the goal. Thorpe on it first. Slaps it off the boards. He tried to get it to Clark. That was picked off. With it now is Langston. Langston off the boards. That'll go all the way down the floor. And that will be a flooring call against BC. So just 10 minutes, 4-on-4. Shot didn't get through. Prue tried to get it to Traversa. Prue does get it to Traversa. Here's Sylvia Traversa. Winding up, shoots. Blocker save made by Brian. Traversa in, looking for it again. Toth will clear it in. Calgary player was shaken up. Just made her way to the bench now. Here's Calgary, breakout. Berzins, one-on-one. Berzins lays it off. Shot, save made. As catching up on the play on the left side was Heather Berzins. Karpenko. Berzins, shot, that just missed. On it, Zhu. Zhu lost it as she got to the blue line. Berzins to Karpenko. Karpenko to center. She gains the line. Shoots it in well wide. Langston, Apperson trying to get there. Langston got there first. Quick pass up ahead. Here's Zhu. Steblin trying to catch up. Steblin's got it. Steblin getting back quickly to break it up was Holt. Steblin had it on her backhand. Tried to bring it to her forehand. Holt got back first. Fisher drops it back. That's lost Steblin. Leaves it for Clark. Clark. Shailene Clark shot wide of the goal. Ball stays in behind the goal. Clark hustling to get there first. She does. Diving play. Tuck. And Clark are in there. Clark in behind the goal. Clark setting up. Tried to get it out in front. It's taken away by Fisher. Fisher. In over the blue line. Stops, delays, just waits. Shoots. That is well wide of the goal. Back at the point is Mars. Mars centering it. Looking, won't shoot it yet. Dunlop had it knocked off her stick. Couldn't quite control the pass. Oh my. Tuck knocked down Dunlop, looked up at the referee and said, don't call a penalty on that. And the referee didn't. Shot wide. That was a strange one. Tuck thought for sure she was about to get called for a penalty. Mars. Berzins. That hit somebody in front. Thorpe got it around the boards. It came out. Going back to get it. Mars. Mars quickly up at the blue line. Nobody touched it. It'll be a flooring call against Calgary. What action here in this women's semifinal. We're tied at 1. 5:17 to go in overtime. Right to the goal off the face-off, and Brian able to get the pads closed just in time. Another big face-off. Steblin wins it. Back to Ayers, just tipped in front. And again, Bryan has got it. Ju was racing in, trying to get her stick on it to try and tip it in front of the Calgary goaltender. Berzins lost it in around behind the goal. BC come up with it. Ayers down into the corner, comes to the side of the goal. Cleared away by Calgary. They'll just relieve the pressure by sending it down the floor. Under 5 minutes to go in overtime. Apperson forced behind her goal. Ayers in forechecking. Apperson gets away, drops it back. Reeve. To Fisher. Fisher to Apperson. Apperson holding it. Back to Fisher, one-timer. Blocked by Ayers. Fisher will go back to get it at center. Down along the boards. Sharp plays it behind the goal. Apperson is there. She gets a bump by Ayers. Coming in to help out was Langston. This time it'll be BC guilty of the flooring. Face-off will come back down in their end as we pass 4 minutes to go. Karpenko against Wilson. Karpenko won it. Wilson's got it behind the goal. Thorpe. Thorpe trying to kick it up along the boards. Traverses in. A couple of players go down. Holt comes up with it to the side of the goal. Langston plays it back into the corner. Pressure now by Calgary. Traversa steals it. Comes away. Traversa at center. Stopped at center. Karpenko will bring it in to Holt. Holt. Dunlop turns, fires, it's tipped in front. Traversa's got it. Traversa to Coos. Coos will stop up. Her team is changing. Coming up on it is Ju. She's got Wilson with her. 2-on-1. Over to Wilson. Wilson shoots. What a save! Either that or it hit the crossbar. Let's see where they bring the face off. I think it was a save. I think Delaney Bryant got a piece of it with the blocker. And that's where they're going to have the face-off. So big save by Delaney Bryant as the goaltenders stealing the show here. Her best at the most critical time. The game was on the stick of Chelsea Wilson, and Delaney Bryant robbed her. From the faceoff, comes right into Bryan, and she's got to cover it up. Under 3 to play. Steblin taking the faceoff for BC. This time it goes into the corner. Berzins. Not out, it's kept in. Ayers over to Coos. Coos winds up, shoots off a leg, stays in play. Coos trying to get to it. She goes down. Steblin has it for BC. Steblin is knocked down. Ayers gets to it. Ball still in play. Calgary with it. Fisher. Shot in. Calgary will get a change in. So will BC. 2:20 to go. Overtime. Ayers Zhu. That just missed Clark. Goes into the corner. Karpenko's back there. Off the boards. Apperson. Apperson at center. Being chased by Tuck. Apperson turns. Cuts inside. Off a foot, and here's Tuck. Tuck getting away on the left side. BC are changing. She's all alone on the shift. Lifts it in. That'll go out of play, so the faceoff will come outside the blue line. We're now inside 2 minutes left to go in this sudden death overtime period. Timeout. What a game this has been. This women's semifinal. I've been standing for the last 10 minutes throughout this overtime. I'm going to sit down and catch my breath as well. My cameraman, Jace, is going to sit and take a little break too. It's been frenetic action. All right, let's get set to go again. Face-off just outside the Calgary blue line. The two men's teams have been waiting a while. They thought they might be heading out to get ready for their warm-ups about 20 minutes ago. Instead, they stand and watch this game. Comes to Traversa on the right side. Traversa working against Mars. Mars took it away from her, cleared it down the floor. Coos going back to get it. Kristen Coos has to race all the way back inside her own goal line. She's being watched by Fisher. That pass just off the mark, looking for Ayerst. Ayerst follows up on it, tips it free. Ayerst. Will she get the return pass? She does. Here she comes. She's got Traversa with her. Shot. That hit the goal post. Brian reached out with the glove. Missed it, and it hit that left goal post. Cleared down the floor. It'll just get over the goal line. It'll be a flooring call against Calgary. 1:01 left to go. Comes to the near boards, two players race over. Getting there is Dunlop to pick up the loose ball. Got less than a minute to go here in sudden death. Flip down the floor, knocked down there by Thorpe. Thorpe lost it, taken away by Holt. Holt is in over the line. Holt's got some room. Holt shoots, save by Thompson. Rebound is here for Apperson. Both goaltenders coming up huge. Jew was up ahead, just onside, dives, comes up with it. The pass picked off by Apperson. She was looking for Steblin. Apperson off the boards. 25 seconds left to go. Flip down into the BC end. Kristen Coos waiting for it there. Quickly up to Zhu. Zhu will bring it in over the blue line. Clark is over on the other side. Clark heading for the front of the goal. Shot comes in. It's cleared away by Calgary. Fisher. 7 seconds to go. Sharp overran it. Now she'll bring it in. 2 seconds. Sharp shoots off the stick of Coos. And these 10 minutes will end in a tie. And my notes, as I said at the beginning of the overtime, said something a little different. And it appears, with no time going on the clock, that we are going to go to a shootout. The referee's going to the two benches. And it is a shootout to determine this women's semifinal. Calgary will shoot first. Karpenko to go first for Calgary. Karpenko shoots, goes wide. Melanie Zhu will shoot first for BC. Here's Zhu. So bring it in slowly for BC. Melanie Zhu shoots. Oh, glove save made by Brian. So both teams miss on their first chance. Just to add to the drama, Thompson has to adjust some of her equipment down to our right to get ready for this next shot. All right, she's ready. It'll be Kendra Dunlop. Dunlop swings wide. Shoots. Save made by Thompson. Tried to go low blocker side. Tough spot for goaltenders. But Thompson made the save. Don Tulk up next. Tulk against Brian. Shoots. Scores! She goes top shelf. Tulk scored the first goal for BC. Scores here in the shootout. So after two shooters, 1-0. Sharp shoots. Tried the same thing. Thompson that time got the right toe down. Made the save, so she's stopped all three Calgary shooters so far. Shaylin Clark. Clark goes to the backhand, scores! Two to nothing for BC. Calgary must score here. Fisher must score. Fisher shoots. Save is made. It's over. BC has pulled off the upset in overtime. What a game we've seen. Calgary defeated BC 3-0 in the preliminary. The first period of this game was all Calgary, but they could only come away with one goal. As I said, partway through this game, a one-goal lead when you're a prohibitive favorite is a tough one. All the pressure's on you. They got in penalty trouble late in that second period. BC came close to tying it on their first power play. Don Tuck tied it up on their second, and then Tuck and Clark score in the shootout. And if I may, two Newfoundlanders. playing for BC. Don Tulk, Shailene Clark, originally from my home province. So my apologies if I got excited when they scored. But it was a great game. And it was an upset that was unexpected. Talking to people around the hotel and that, most people, frankly, to be honest, were not giving BC much of a chance against Calgary. Teams line up, shake hands. BC will play for the goal tomorrow. Calgary will play for the bronze. Whew, we really do need to catch our breath. We'll be back in a few minutes' time for the next semifinal, a quarterfinal this one will be. In the men's A, Brampton Midnight Express versus the Saskatoon Buffalo. We invite you to come back and join us then. Actually, we're going to stay for just a minute. You will get we'll stay for the player of the game for the semifinal game. Well, they're going to be a while before they get to that, so we will step aside because we need to get a few things done to get ready for the next game. All right, coming up, Brampton Midnight Express, Saskatoon Buffalo. Come back and join us then.